Pisces, how are you, my friends? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the outdoors here in Canada and my backyard. I started, I think it was last Wednesday, coming outside. It was just too much to be inside. It's so nice out. And here we have like Buddha. Buddha's got my back in the background here, which is kind of nice. There's something going on with you guys because this guy came out on the pre-shuffle, and as soon as I split the deck, look at, we have Carrying Connections and Man Holding a Heart. Let's see what comes out when we shuffle for you. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And with me, Cindy, it's your weekly. And this is like, I guess, the first week in August, first full week. But, you know, whenever you get the message, it's meant for you to be heard at that time, and there's likely something in it for you. And take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because there's quite a few people that watch now. And yeah, so we're just shuffling out the Energy Oracle deck, see what comes full on out. Appreciation has come out for you guys. Appreciation. You know what? We're going to stop there. Oh, the Garden and the Gate is the underlying energy. It's at the bottom of the deck. The Garden and the Gate and appreciation. It's interesting. Whoa. Wow. You guys are doing a little bit of a leap here in terms of development. The underlying energy is like this young girl's energy, this younger energy, apprehensive energy, shy energy, inexperienced energy, you know, and it has a choice to go through a gate and expand and grow into something new. And this is what you are, right? This is appreciating you for who you are. This is amazing. Look at how they're both in the garden. They're both in the garden. They have the same sort of colors of flowers around them as well. And look at how she's looking at this older energy, almost like projecting herself to knowing who she is and accepting it and really going with that. Wow, just have to lay that down. The wind is blowing the cards around today. Ah, I like that. I love that. What do we have here? What just came out? Oh, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Wow, talk about two victory cards. Bing, bang, boom. Real victory. Wands are, you know, your deep desires, communication. There's just with this card alone, this is that victory. This is praise, appreciation. This is appreciation. But it feels like, you know, others really appreciating you for what it is that you do, how you speak, how you uplift others, just in terms of how you express your desires too. A lot of people aren't very good at that, but you've got that. So you have victory in that. You've achieved the Ten of Cups, or you're moving into that energy, which is, it's a leveling up card too, in terms of continuing to move forward and continuing to bring bounty into your life. And it's happiness, it's real happiness, and it's also prosperity. It's real prosperity and real happiness now. Whoa. See how that this card just about blew away. I'm going to put one of my crystals on these. The wind is picking up. What's really weird though is a thought that was going through my head just before that card blew away. And that was, I need to pull a clarifier out because I'm getting a negative energy from it that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to go to my mini deck here. I'm getting a negative energy and the way it blew away, like almost like some of you are feeling like, this is why you're still Garden in the Gate energy, because it feels like there's the potential for something to just, some sort of dream or wish or hope, the way she, you know, she's sitting here is about to blow away, even though you sit in this wonderful appreciation card. I mean, she's well dressed, she's well refined, she stands with great posture, confidence, and just she has appreciation for things around her as well. Everything around her, she really appreciates that, and she's manifesting with that sort of energy. But why are we getting this energy from this Ten of Pentacles? going on with the Ten of Pentacles? You know, this card, I'm just going to show you this. This little guy here, he's always got a secret to me. This little guy here in this card, he has a secret, and we're going to find out what it is. It's almost like this all-knowing and all-seeing little childlike energy, still really deeply connected with spirit. All these other adults are really distracted by life, everything that goes on when you start adulting and you get older and older, and that connection between yourself and divine energy sort of fades a little bit. But this little guy, he's still really closely connected with it, and he has the secret. So when I see him there, there's something that he wants to tell us about whatever it is I'm feeling off the card, which is this, sorry, I feel like there's spider webs flying around on me here. Whatever this energy is that feels off on this card, it feels a little bit off. It feels like, yeah, it should be really good. The adults are thinking it's really good, but almost like in their subconscious, there's something there like, what is this little guy's secret? What does he want to share with us? What does Spirit want to share with us about this Ten of Pentacles card? What does Spirit want to share with us about this Ten of Pentacles card? What do we have here? Ooh, we have the Emperor and the Six of Cups. Or in this deck, it's Chalices. Leadership energy for sure. I'm getting an interesting message here about kids teaching you about something, because these are two little kids again. Remember, the little kid is the one that's peeking out in the Ten of Pentacles like, I've got something to tell you. There's a secret. Now, kids remind us on how we felt as children, what made us happy as children. You know, think back to your childhood. What made you really happy? What was it about young love that made you really happy? Now, the Emperor is a very strong energy here. There's something sitting between you and this young love feeling. Is there sort of a domineering personality, a father-like figure, a boss? Father-like figure, for sure. It's father-like figure. With this little girl here, the energy that I'm getting and all the children that are coming out in this card and speaking to me, it's really father-like energy that's coming between you and knowing a true happiness. Why is the Emperor here? So there's a balance. We have the Two of Pentacles that's come out, sort of keeping a balance between two physical things in your life for me. Keeping a balance between work situation, home situation, two people, pocketbook even. These are pretty big coins. It's interesting how this balance, they're really connected. These two pentacles, whatever these represent in your life, they are really connected because they're joined by this almost like a belt of some sort. Like, imagine, it reminds me of, I got in my head the serpentine belt in a car, like how it is, that not the belt that puts the energy back into the battery of the car, something that harnesses it. Maybe I'm thinking about really old cars, maybe it doesn't even work like that anymore, but regardless, this is how the message is coming through, that it's like that belt in the car, that main belt that collects that energy from all the parts in the engine moving and then feeds that back into the battery or something like that. So I'm probably way off. I'm not a mechanic. I barely can change my oil, or I don't change my oil, check my oil. But I'm just getting that information about that. Like, these are two really interconnected things that you're balancing, that the Emperor has something to do with what you're balancing. And the Knight of Cups, so, you know, that also has to do with some sort of love offer. Some sort of love offer is being stymied here, stifled. Everything else looks really, really good, but we've got some sort of progression of a love offer. There's a distraction. This horse is distraction. distracted in this picture. You know, the knight is moving forward, but the horse is looking off to the side at that waterfall. And water is really about deep, deep feelings, intuition. The horse is almost like, wait a second. What's going on over there with that waterfall? There's a lot of feeling and emotion over there. Maybe we should go over there, knight. Why is there distraction? I'm just feeling like it's distracted. This love offer is distracted. Why is this love offer to... Oh, shoot. Four cards came out. Out of the four, three of them are major arcana. And the other one is the Two of Cups. Might as well be a major arcana card. We've got Temperance, the Moon, and the Death card. Wow. Wow. Okay. This little guy had one hell of a secret to tell us. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever pulled out. No, I think I have. I have pulled out like a lot, but not very often. That much major arcana. Okay, so let's look at it. In the order that it presented itself to me was the Two of Cups. Yeah, you know what? They all come together. Oh my gosh. The Two of Cups, Temperance, the Moon, and Death. I just need a clarification on this Two of Cups. Yeah, Lily's getting all upset. Yeah, I know, Lily. Like, this is... Did not see this coming. Oh, sugar. The Tower card. There is a shakeup in this Two of Cups energy. There is a distraction here. Wow. You know what? I'm looking at this major arcana. You have like double Aries energy here, because you have the Emperor, which is Aries. You have the Tower, which is sort of associated with Aries energy. And then you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. And then you have the Moon, which is you, Pisces. And then you have the Death card, which is Scorpio. There's a lot of outside energy involved in this Tower moment. It's a Tower moment between you and a deep soul connection. There's a Tower moment between you and a deep soul connection, and it's driven by this Aries energy. And either the Aries energy is somehow... I feel like there's two different ways this is playing out. The Aries energy for some of you is actually a physical person who does have a lot of Aries energy in them. They may not be in Aries, but they may have their Moon in Aries, their Venus in Aries, rising Aries, whatever it is. And this is the horse has been like, the horse is not been told, you know, or been brought up to not look directly at a distraction. Like the horse is, it's a prey animal. It's gonna look. It needs to understand what that is over there. That is gonna, this is a distraction. We need to know what it is. However, the knight is, you know, like been trained, educated, brought up to, you know, don't look at that. There's a distraction for sure with an Aries energy, and it's very powerful. And it's feels romantic. It feels romantic, and this may be, you know, this card wasn't really speaking out to me a ton. It was getting like, you know, childlike energy. There's something going on with kids, but this horse is being distracted because this is a deeper soul, it's a deep soulmate connection that's coming towards you. And I haven't been able to quite get the message yet if it's coming towards you and it's a distraction and it's a good distraction, or it's coming towards you and it's distracting maybe your soulmate energy. There's some sort of connection here that is distracting. Is this little guy has got a secret, and it's not always easy to get secrets out, and we're working on it here. Is distracting. Your soulmate might have a distraction. I don't know. There's something. Okay, so that was the one. The other one is, this is a father figure. This is a father figure for others of you, and it is causing trouble in your deep soulmate, like you're approaching a tower moment with this father figure, because this is also their energy, and it's almost a point of saying, because it's interfering, it's distracting, right? Like the horse is looking on at it, like, this is not, like, you know, I think we really need to pay attention to that waterfall, because the waterfall too is a lot of feeling energy. Like there's so much energy and it's so overwhelming. Like there's the rushing sound of it has the horse's attention. The visual movement of it has the horse's attention. The moisture coming off of it, like moisture is associated with depth and, you know, even erotic feelings in a sense. It's yeah, no, okay. I almost feel like, I swear these images play on in my mind. It's almost like this night. I wish it would focus. Can I press on there? There we go. Did that help? I don't know. It's almost like this knight is about to look at the waterfall that the horse has already taken note of, and now there's so much water here, and with temperance, look at again, I mean, they're foot in the water, so it is balance. It's something coming forward. It's almost been like slowly building. There's a balance that needs to be brought in here, and with your card, you're definitely involved in this. Maybe you don't want to be, and that's why, because your underlying is looking at the gate and not being sure about walking through it. Looking at the gate and not being sure about walking through it. It's as if this is how you present yourself to the world, but this is how you feel inside. This is how you present yourself to the world, and this is how you feel inside. And, you know, there is some interesting energy playing out here. So it's, this little guy is spilling some secrets, but it's almost like he has to do it in little bits when the adults are distracted, because he's going to get in trouble for telling out this secret. So I'm just looking at the moon card. Very different from the moon card in this larger deck. Just in terms of how, I'm going to show you too. Oh, isn't that funny? What's at the bottom of this, just as I picked it up. Yeah, these decks are actually very similar in terms of the artwork, but there is a very important difference in the moon card between these two decks. If just to, I don't really like to say untrained eye, but maybe unpracticed eye, because as a visual artist, like, my eye is always looking at these little things. I don't know why there's so much loud traffic on the road today. And it's these tiny little clues to me that divulge some of the secrets in these readings. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, do you look at how that moon is looking down at the dogs, and look at how the dogs are reacting to the moon. If I was to hold both these cards up, you know, at once, with an unpracticed eye, do you see, you know, you might just be like, oh, this is exactly the same as this one. The sun, the pillars, there's dogs, the lobster coming out of the water, the path. But the important thing to note here, so look at how these dogs are reacting to the moon. There's sort of aggression, there's howling at it, trying to find balance with that energy and with what's going on inside themselves. And look at these two. Look at how one of the dogs is looking down at the lobster. I guess I gotta call it a lobster. I don't even know crap. That's a lobster. Looking at the lobster coming out. And the other dog is like, whoa, just surprised by that moon all of a sudden, like, whoa. And that reminds me of the knight on the horse. This one has just seen the waterfall. This one has just seen it. And this one is still focused on whatever it was they thought they were supposed to be focused on. So it's very different energy here. There's almost like two parts of you that are trying to focus on something, like, okay, everything is good. This is how it looks. This is how I feel. This is who I am. But inside, ooh, You know, like the way this dog is backing off. Look at the body language between the dog and the girl. They both are like, oh, you know, like hands forward a bit, paws forward, legs forward, almost in that protective, you know, sudden stop stance, but not moving your body forward. So being apprehensive about something. There's so much to be read in people's body language. So much. You can't get nothing past an artist, can you? Well, you probably can. I'm just too focused on the clouds sometimes to know what's going on. The Death card. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. Okay. I want you to look at this and tell me what you see. Look at all the elements in there. I'm not going to divulge anything to you yet. I hope it's clear enough for you. I really apologize. Maybe when I'm like a rich and famous YouTuber, I buy a really expensive camera. Okay, who's at the bottom of the horse here? Does that not look like an emperor or a king? Somebody of that sort of level? And look at this knight. The person in this Death card, isn't it like a white horse with the same black mane on the horse? The knight is very similar. And what is way off in the background? Those two pillars, but it's not the moon anymore, it's the sun. Because the moon can be associated with an inability to see clearly, because the moonlight is not as clear as the sunlight. There's a lot of long shadows, can be distorting, like it's caught this dog, it's thrown this dog right off. And then the other part of the dog is like, ooh, what's going on with that deep stuff in the water? You know, like there's distraction here. But with this card, with this Death card, this Emperor energy is done. There's an end to whatever this interference is in a sense. And the sun is rising now between those two pillars to get rid of that feeling of disillusion, not seeing a situation for as it really is, fairly on all levels. Fairly on all levels with the Temperance card, not seeing the situation fairly on all levels. To strike up this balance that exists, that's supposed to exist between you and this deep soulmate connection. Wow, well, okay, what else do we need to say about that? Okay, well, what else can Spirit tell us about the Death card? You know, I'm going to go to the bigger deck because I've only pulled out 2 cards from this deck. And I've got 8, 9 cards from the other one. So if we need a repeat, we've got a better chance of getting it in this deck if that's what we need. So what else can Spirit tell us about the Death card for Pisces? What else do we need to know about this Death card for Pisces? Or what comes after the Death card? You're not going to answer me that. What comes after the Death card for Pisces? Oh, good. 6 of Pentacles. Awesome. Nice. Excellent. See? Sharing. Balance. Look at the scales of justice are balanced again. And look at how you're able to give of yourself again. It feels like you're not able to give of yourself because of this underlying energy story that's going on around you. So it's a balance and really being in your power again. But, you know, your power is different from each sign has their own power. So for a Pisces, I would say it is a very giving power, wanting to help uplift others, wanting to share, you know, what you have. So it's going to bring you back into that energy. So to clarify, some of you feels, okay. Yeah. All right, what I'm going to get, like, for those of you that literally have an Aries energy that is some sort of a distraction, I have to put my hands down on the card because it's getting quite breezy. For some sort of a distraction between you and this soulmate energy, what does Spirit recommend for those of you with that situation? We've got 2 cards here. The Empress and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so you need to come in as strong as this Aries energy. You can do it. You've got this. I know you can. Aries is your neighbor sign. You can harness this energy. You can be a true leader in yourself. But look at how you're doing it in this beautiful feminine energy. And that's not to say, like, for guys that are watching this, that you have to be a woman. No, it's just being a, like, this Emperor energy. Aries is a masculine sign in the Zodiac. So Aries is a masculine sign in the Zodiac. And Pisces is a feminine energy. But so the difference here is that Aries, I would like to say both the Emperor and the Empress both lead by example and both manifest really well, but they do it on different energy levels, because Aries is masculine energy, so it tends to be a little more like in your face energy. I'm gonna go and get that, that's for me, I'm gonna take it. Whereas the Empress energy is much more nurturing, and it brings things towards her and for her with this nurturing energy. Whereas this one, this masculine energy, goes and gets it. This one brings it towards her, right? Get it? Like, and it's like the masculine and the feminine energy. So this one attracts it towards her with this nurturing side, this nurturing type of manifestation. And then the Seven of Cups, like, steal away with what is yours, in a sense I'm getting. Steal away in the night with what is yours. Don't be apprehensive about it. You just come right on out and get it. So we're not getting messages that this Aries energy that might be a distraction to your deeper soul connection is meant to be anything. It's just a distraction, right? Because the Death card comes out and stomps on it. Stomps on it. And then the clarity comes through where your moon was, where you were, you know, sort of maybe in your own head, in your own imagination too much about it. Now, for those of you that this is a father-like figure or energy, different approach is needed. Different approach is needed. Queen of Swords, speaking your truth justly and appropriately and confidently. Pulling out of this energy, you're not the little girl anymore, you're a grown woman or man. There's a lot of female energy, I'm sorry, just a lot of like depiction of female energy. I'm sorry guys, I really did not mean to do that. But okay, well here, there's a guy here. There's a guy here, and there's a guy here. But it's just as the court cards and the major arcana is coming out as feminine energy, because it's really important to be nurturing in a sense. So queens are about feelings. If this was the King of Swords, it would be like really almost harsh and dictator-like in terms of speaking your truth. But this is speaking your truth from deep feelings, but it's your truth. It's your truth towards this father-like figure in terms of what needs to be done. I'm just looking at everything. I want to make sure I've sort of clarified, because I know we had two different stories there. Yeah, I don't feel like... Let's just get a final message. Oh. Yeah, okay, apparently you've spent enough time. There's enough time doing this. It's time to come out of this. This is what this story is told. I'm being told is this story is being told to you, expressed to you. This little guy had a secret. It's just shared between you and me. Okay? We did really good, right, little guy? These adults here, they didn't hear us. They didn't know what was going on. So you spilled the beans to help out Pisces. And as some of you just not sleeping well, being kept up at night with overthinking about this situation, or just over feeling it actually more, but which is funny. I mean, we got swords, but I am getting the message over feeling it, over feeling this situation, feeling overwhelmed. It's sort of like nightmarish. Like, how do I balance this? Whew. I would go back and watch that again, because there was a lot of major arcana. My hair is blowing into my mouth. A lot of major arcana and serious court cards came out in this reading. So I hope that was helpful for Pisces. That was a very different reading. Probably the most difficult you guys have had so far doing readings. Like, usually your energy is really good. Your energy is still really good. It's just a situation that you need to work through, and you're going to come out on top, because the Death card, I mean, it really shows you as this knight now being very confident, and you've crushed this. Well, you kind of have crushed that Aries energy, whatever this was, whether it was someone else distracting a deep soulmate connection that you have, or it was a father-like energy that has just been interfering with the deep soulmate connection. But speaking that truth like that is going to, okay, I feel if it's a father-like figure, like maybe we should just get some clarity. Is the Emperor gonna be okay after this? Yes, the father-like figure will be fine. The balance, temperance has come up again. So this is going to create a balance that you need. They're going to be fine. Just speak your truth. That's all you have to do. Temperance. That's an amazing answer. Will the father-like figure be okay after this truth is spoken? Balance. Yes, of course. They will. All right, and that's it. Oh, that was 30 minutes. That's great. That was fun spending time with you. Until next week. Next week is I will be away. I'm going up north again. But I have done pre-recorded videos. So you do have a pre-recorded video that's already been done and it's already been uploaded, and it's scheduled to come out on your regular day, Monday, I think like 1:32 or something like that, and whatever. What am I time? I'm like the Toronto zone. So is that Eastern, Central? I have no idea. That's the time. It'll be out on Monday. All right, Pisces, thanks guys for coming by. I hope that was helpful. It seemed like a lot of clarity came through for somebody on something. So I was glad we were able to do that. And have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.